Okay. Hello, says we are live. I have asked you a question in the chat, so feel free to answer that. I asked what is your favorite cozy comfort for the fall season? I am wearing one of mine. This is a very long hoodie, sort of like I think they were marketing it as a dress, but it's just like a very long, comfortable hoodie, very warm inside, and it has a lovely crescent moon with some flowers on it. So that is one of mine. The other is I do have fuzzy socks to sleep in, and I do have like fuzzy slippers as well. So those are my those are some of mine. My favorite tea for fall is Constant Comment by Bigelow. Um, I do also love a good apple cider in. I do love a good apple cider as well, but Constant Common is my go-to tea for fall for whatever reason. That's just like I think it's because that's what we grew up drinking, grew up watching. But yeah, so that's my favorite tea. Um, Hoodie, fuzzy socks, fuzzy slippers. Um, just like those are my go-tos. Um, so yeah, it's just like those are my comforts. Um, is there a particular fall meal? Um, I don't think it's necessarily just fall. I think this is more technically winter, but chicken pot pie. My mom makes like she makes an amazing chicken pot pie, or turkey pot pie, poultry pot pie, if you will. Um, that is one of my love it. But that is we do typically have more in winter or the colder months of fall than right now. But yeah, maybe I can convince her to make a chicken pot pie sometime soon. But yeah, so let me know what your favorites are. Those are just like some of mine to start off the bat. I felt like we should initiate this conversation a little bit going into tomorrow is October, y'all. Tomorrow is spooky season. Preptober begins tomorrow. Excitement is at hand. Um, yeah, so I'm excited, but also like there is a slight chill in the air in the mornings and in the evenings, and I love fall, y'all. I love fall so much. And the sky is that like perfect blue sky. You know the one I'm talking about. It's just like it's that crisp, just blue. Just the perfect blue. Very few clouds, or they're like the pretty white cloud. I mean, hurricanes notwithstanding. Clouds are not typically in the sky in the fall as much. So that like clear blue sky, it's like this just yes, perfection. Anyway, Jenna says I didn't just buy fuzzy socks and new slippers or pull out the fuzzy line sweatpants today. Nope, not at all. I love this for you. And yes, I highly encourage. I mean, I'm wearing sweatshirt, hoodie on stream, so yes, go ahead. You have my permission if you needed it. You did not need it at all, but there you go. Jenna says, lol, hugs to my lovelies, and let me get that like button some cocoa. That would be very kind of you. I appreciate it, and so does the like button. Becca says, hello. Hello. Yours are fuzzy slippers as well. Your feet get so cold, and they're the only thing that keeps them toasty. Yes. Yeah, I can. Yes. That's what I have to have fuzzy slippers to sleep in the fall and or winter because my feet do not warm up easily. So yes. Um, Although I have occasionally, like when we have an odd summer cold night, which is like an oxymoron, feels like, I will occasionally put like that blanket. It's a microfiber blanket. I will occasionally put that under the covers to just stick my feet in if I don't have the socks handy. Becca got the whale today, one of your favorites. Acknowledge your mission, trust your path, become your chosen destiny. That's a lovely card, and we shall see what we get. I have not actually pulled the cards for today yet, so we shall see. New hoodies for you. Oh, yes. Do you have do you go for a theme? Do you have a favorite theme of hoodies, or just like the ones that are like the right texture? Or do you go for like whatever color is not in your closet yet? I don't know. Tell me how you purchase your hoodies. Charlie says, hey, hello, Charlie. Hello. And I saw this. I'm so excited. Your cards arrived yesterday. For those of you who do not know, Charlie has been creating a Oracle deck, and it's amazing. And you can check out the preview of the cards on Wisdom Cries, which is one of Charlie's websites. And you got the prototype yesterday, and you cannot stop traveling. I'm so excited. Yes, as Jenna says, Charlie, here, take my money. I know you're not ready yet, but here. Exactly. Yes, I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited, y'all. Okay, anyway, Persephone. Hey, Writer Peeps. Hello. How are you? Can you tell I've had coffee? I have had coffee in the last hour. So the good thing is the caffeine is working. Hopefully that will continue. Kat says, hey, my fall comfort is curling up with a chai latte. Ooh, also a good choice. And a fuzzy blanket. Yes. Constant comment is delicious. Yes, it is. It's one of your all-time favorites as well. Yes. Yay. I mean, I'm sure that is one of their bigger sellers for a reason. So love the hair. Thank you. I attempted a high pony today. I had to kind of get it to be a little higher than so it would show on camera. But it's also, apparently my head is kind of lopsided because it wants to be like slightly over to this side of the head rather than, if you can see that, it's like not. Oh well. Apparently I don't have a perfect shaped head, which is fine with me. It just means that I might not want to shave my head at some point. But then again, the hair maintenance would be low. Persephone says, after Thanksgiving, I make an awesome turkey pot pie with leftover turkey. Yes. Yeah, that is always one of the things that we have afterwards. Yeah. I am perfect timing. Yes. Although I do not want it to be November yet because I am not ready. I need October to do the prep for Nano. So your cards came. How do you like them, Charlie? Paget wants to know, although the I can't stop shuffling is a good sign. Very, very good sign. Persephone says, happy claps for the 1st of October. Yes. Kat says, my tarot prompt list also starts tomorrow. During the promo, I will post the video link for it. Is this a tarot prompt list that you created? Because I know there are a couple of, at least one account on Instagram that does monthly tarot prompts, but I don't know if you are starting your own series, which will be fun. Super fun. Okay, so during promo, you'll post the video link for the tarot prompt list. Okay, brain finally clicked. Hello. Yes. Okay, so Kat is doing your own tarot prompt list. Exciting. Yay. And that would be very lovely to help me get a little bit more used to and attuned to the True Black deck. So perfect timing. Yes. Becca says, I'm so excited for Preptober. You really want to finish this draft today so that you can totally finish on your October goals. Yes, please. Absolutely. I hope that we can help you get this done. I don't think I pulled that one. Okay, somehow I split the deck. All right. Maybe that should have just been our card for today. Where was it? Oh, no. Oh, that's a good one, too. I don't know. I'm going to have to shuffle. I'm sorry. I keep seeing all these cards, and because they're relatively unknown to me still, I keep going like, ooh, these are cool. That's a wonderful feeling to get every time. In case you're wondering, the first card that caught my eye was the Hanged Man, if you really must know, which I think is probably the card for today. I just have to find it again. which is not necessarily always a good sign. But yes, looking at something different, changing your perspective. Oh, Lord, where did it go? That's the blank card. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have decided on that card. Maybe it's hiding somewhere. It apparently does not want to be found again. I don't know. But anyway, yes. So how much do you have left to do, Becca, in your draft today? Because I know Elizabeth was trying to finish today as well. And how much do you have left? Okay. Y'all, I swear, it's going to be the last card I find. That's just how it goes sometimes. Chariot. These look so cool, y'all. Anyway, I'm sure that I'm being very boring by sitting here just looking through these cards, trying to find the one card that I saw first and then put back into the deck like a insane person. Because I was not paying attention. Okay, so I found the Hangman again. Yay. So here is, I haven't finished saying hello to everybody. Hello, Laura. How are you? Hopefully you are doing well. Here we go. Okay. I'm putting the Hangman in the right spot. Becca says hello to Laura. And Laura has been making some really awesome timers as well that are also fall themed. So hopefully we can pull one of those later today as well. Charlie says to Paget, they are more beautiful than you thought they would be. You are so happy with how they look and feel. I'm curious, did you go with a gloss finish or a matte or like a semi-gloss? I'm curious as to like the tactile. I'm sure that you will tell us all, but still, I'm like so excited and I want one. Laura says, hi, Becca. And Becca says, normally you're in Los Angeles for the fall, winter, but your feet still get cold. You're kind of scared being in Toronto. You brought warm clothes, but will they be warm enough? Laura, do you have any recommendations for fuzzy socks and or things to keep your feet warm in the winter? That would be my, just like, ask those who have spent some Toronto winters. Okay, this one keeps popping up, so this is going to be our card for the Oracle deck, and I've mixed them all up, so they're going to be wonderfully chaotic next time. What number is this? This one's number 6. Here we go. Yes. Paget is excited, and Jenna is excited, and Becca is excited. We're all excited for the deck. Yes. And Persephone says, black hoodies are your favorite comfort. Nice. Nice, nice. Paget says to Becca, I lived in Chicago for 6.5 years, and I recommend making sure the extremities are covered. Never forget one element, or all of you will be cold. Gloves, hat, thick socks, all the things. Shoes with no holes. You'll discover more shoes have holes in them than you might have thought. Yes. Yeah, I second this. I'm actually getting rid of a pair of my boots because they have a hole. They have like a crack somehow in the bottom. Like you can't see it, but if you step in something wet, you definitely know it's there. Diet is here. Hello. Welcome. Paget says, personally, I did not like long underwear, long johns, and found that if you had a good coat and the extremities were covered, the pants didn't really matter that much, but that is you. Courtney is here. Hi, friends. Hello. 'Tis the season for writing. Yes. Yes, yes, absolutely. Charlie says, I will be showing them on stream today. Yes. You did your first reading for Brian last night, and it was amazing. Oh, good. I'm so excited. Okay, so we make sure that we head over to Charlie's today for the stream, 5 p.m. Eastern. 5 p.m. Eastern. So exciting, so exciting. Kat says, in October, since 2020, you've been posting a prompt list. That's right. This year's is 22 cards. You pulled, but also people can pull their own cards if you want. The goal is fun and hopefully to get some words done. Yay. Megan says, you're back from a little procedure. You're hurting, but not as bad as you expected. Oh, good. You're probably just going to relax today. Yes, absolutely. And that actually goes with our Oracle card for today. Dia also draws one card each day. Good. Yes. Oh, Persephone drew the moon today. Perfection. Yes. Love the moon cards. One of my favorites. The moon, and that's yes, Dia likes the moon card. Becca says, basically, I'm just reading it through, so it should go through relatively fast. Cross your fingers. Yes. You're about halfway through, so you think it's still possible. Yes. Dia's still shuffling. Okay, good. Yay. You've got the Four of Swords. Okay, nice. Nice. Because that, if I'm remembering correctly, is the Four of Swords also like a brief respite? A resting card? Is that right? Do I remember that right? A pigeon says hello, and thick wool socks reign supreme for keeping your feet warm during the winter. Nice. Okay, definitely keep that in mind. Wool socks. Now you feel amazed at how many people in the community are excited for tarot. Yes, they're great. They're fun. They're fantastic. They're definitely a way for creativity and inspiration. Rita says, stay inside. That's your advice. When it gets too cold in Toronto, you grow up about 3 hours away towards Ottawa. Layers of clothing. Absolutely. Okay. But mainly staying inside. Gotcha. Becca says, Paget. Something. Tea. Yes. Looking forward to seeing the deck on stream. I was going to say in person, but on stream. Becca says, I hit return before I finish typing. Thank you for the advice. We'll use all of it. Yes. It's truth. Okay. Nice. Okay, excellent. Okay, so the cards for today. As I mentioned, the True Black, which is our October tarot deck, is the Hanged Man. And it looks so cool, y'all. It looks so cool. Okay, let me see if I can get it close enough and where it will focus. So we have, maybe the background will help. Maybe? Yes, there we go. That's a little bit better. Okay, so here's the Hanged Man. You see there's like this almost hieroglyphic or like computer glitch squares, like maybe you would see in kind of like a QRC code at the top. His figure is turning into birds with the feet up in the air, and he's got wheat, maybe? They're butterflies, not birds. Sorry. But yes, so that is the Hanged Man card. Okay, so your keywords: surrender, faith, sacrifice, and perspective. So a man likes to spin in the air, lays face down in a golden field. He is calm, peaceful, and relieved as he slowly disintegrates. The Hanged Man is a symbol of surrender, but not of principle or will. With liquid gold dripping from his lips and nourishing the earth around him, he embodies the realization that some situations can only be won by losing, sacrificing a battle in order to win the war. A cloud of butterflies manifests near his vanishing feet. He is finally at peace, confronting this realization, and the card is also encased by an aura of understanding and finality, a quiet and dignified end to achieve the greater goal. In this contradictory nature, the Hanged Man can also symbolize taking a different and unexpected approach. The most obvious answer is not always the best. So additional artwork on the card. Floating above the Hanged Man's feet is a schematic view of the city of Tehuacan. I know that I massacred that name. The birthplace of the fifth sun. In Aztec creation mythology, the current world is the latest of 5 incarnations, each of which required a god's sacrifice in order to create the sun and give life. After a sacrificial bonfire was started, we have another complicated name, Tecuquiztecatl, a rich and proud god, was the first to volunteer. However, upon seeing the fire in which he would die, he hesitated and retreated. In his stead, the poor and unseemly Nanahuatzin willingly took his place. As he threw himself into the fire, he became the sun, lighting the world. Seeing this and racked with guilt, the first god followed him into the fire as well, becoming the moon, forever following the sun and half as bright. Interesting. So that's a city. It's a map. Overhead view of a city. Interesting. That is fascinating. Here I was just like thinking it was like some sort of glitch in the Matrix type thing, but no, that's a really interesting connection there. Nice. I guess I have not read that part before. So there is your key tarot card for today. Interesting. Small sacrifices for a bigger gain, perspective, greater good type things. Okay, and then your oracle card for the day from the Queen of the Moon deck is self-love. It's card number 6. It's a waxing crescent 4, which I think we are on a waxing crescent, but I don't know if we're on the 4th day of or not. But here is our self-love card. Radical self-love is necessary. Empowerment starts from the inside out. Do not compare yourself to others. Start your change with focus and love of self. So your mantra for the day is, every day I bring radical self-love to the body, mind, and spirit. Sometimes we feel we are not enough. Sometimes we are even told we are not enough by our own voices, the voices of others, and our culture. Not smart enough, not pretty enough, not powerful enough, etc., etc. And as a result, all of this makes us not love ourselves enough. Then there is the opposite, that we are too something, too tall, too short, too fat, too thin, too wrinkly, yada, yada, yada. Please just stop, put your blinkers on, breathe, be with yourself, do rituals, speak to the goddess or god or whatever energy floats your boat, and ask for help. And yes, indeed, listen to any or all of the crazy misdemeanors that your mind may throw at you, but then hug these untruths like a crying puppy and soothe the reasons that they are there. Know that you are doing the best you can right now and that you are not your past, and you can soothe yourself, and most importantly, you can move on. Know that this comparison craziness is just a diversion from knowing yourself really well and discovering amazing and delicious aspects of yourself that are entirely satisfying. Focus on you, not others, and discover where you really might like change, if anywhere and anything, for your own benefits, not for some outward measure of enoughness. True power and happiness comes from inside out, like an unfurling spiral. Woe is the person who relies on the opinions of others to gain happiness and self-measure. Choose radical self-love. Choose you. And if you need a companion stone or metal, today is the day for rose quartz. So, self-love is king and queen today. And if you have to sacrifice a little bit of others' uncomfort to get there, that's okay. So there you go. The combination of the cards is really interesting. You are correct. That is very true. I think the combination oddly fits sometimes. But yeah, so a little bit of sacrifice to gain a foothold for the overall war. Again, you need a little bit of self-love in order to get further along, in order to make sure that you are okay. So yeah. Jenna and Persephone, the true black deck, and the whoa, that is dark. Yes, the cards are so dark, just in terms of like the matteness of it, but also just like the pigment is really there, which is fantastic. Shakes your head at how stunning the images are in the deck. They're beautiful. Yes, interesting. Yes, for self-love. Got to show yourself just as much love as you do anyone else. Yes. All right, so speaking of black voids. Let's do a timer. And okay, so I'm going to be working on finishing up some things that I need to get done today so that I can start with Preptober tomorrow. So that is my goal for today, is finishing all of September's stuff. So that's what I'm going to be working on first sprint at least. So here we go. 1, save your document if you have already been working today. If not, or if you need to switch documents, now is the time to do so. Pulling mine up. 2, make sure you have something to drink. And I have failed in this regard. I do not have a glass of water next to me, so I will also have to go get that. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure that you're not slouching. And 4, make sure that if you need a break or to go get that glass of water, take that break. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. 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 Let's see. Where am I at? I need to save this. That's what I need to do. I worked in two different documents or two different segments. So I'm going to have to add up the totals. Sticky note. I really ought to do another sprint tracker spread in my journal because that was nice. But this is chaos, and that's what I'm used to, I guess. So 259 in that one, and where'd the other one go? 182. Okay, so that's okay. So 441 for that sprint. Nice. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, so part of what I was doing was, as I said, I'm trying to wind up things for September, things that I wanted to get done. Doing okay so far for that. I think. I think. So, yeah. I got as far as I could in one thing because I've got to check some numbers for to finish this off, and then reflect on those numbers and stuff like that. So got that out of the way so I can save and close this document. And then I started on this next section, and it's going pretty well. This one is thinking about Preptober and sort of like outlining my goals for Preptober, that kind of thing. I'm getting excited about it. I'm getting very excited about it because I'm going to be working on Chimera Moon Book 2 this year. What happened to Book 1? It's a mess. It's okay. It's awaiting major, massive editing and rewrites, but I'm procrastinating on doing those because I am the dawdling writer and that's what I do. That's what I do. So yeah, so that's going to be, I will probably, I'm going to try and record and do a quick edit, just like a quick talk through Preptober goals and post that for either tonight or tomorrow, probably tomorrow, if I'm being honest. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Okay. I have no idea where we were in the chat. No idea. Okay. Okay. Yay. I think this is where we were. Rita says, I'm on a writing roll today. Oh, yay. Another page written. Fantastic. So about 1,000 words this morning. Go you. Yes. You have to get your daily word count up if you are going to be successful for your first time in Nano. I believe you. I believe in you. I believe you can do it. Absolutely. My only caveat, my only warning with Nano is that you have to be very cognizant of whether or not you are just, like, if you don't mind editing, like, go whole hog, see how many words you can get. But if you are like me and that you tend to procrastinate editing when it's overwhelming, you are going to want to make sure that even as you are sprinting, you are attempting to make your draft clean. That's what I'm going to have to keep in mind this Nano, again, because the Nanos that I have tried, just like going for the word count, and that's like the be all end all, want to hit that. It's a mess. It's a hot mess, and the editing is so much. So I have to be careful when I am doing a Nano event not to get so hyped up on the Nano atmosphere that I forget that the editing me is going to be wanting to to write me out of existence, right past me out of existence type thing. So yeah, that is my only warning about Nano, is that if you love editing, go whole hog, go for all the words you want, as fast as you can. But yeah, but if your ultimate goal is to finish the story by the end of the month, that's a whole different thing as well. So, just keep in mind what your ultimate goal for Nano is. Is it the word count? Is it finishing the draft? Is it a clean draft? What is your ultimate goal for Nano? Paget printed out your third draft. Oh, I love printing out a draft, which you've already edited twice. So you guess it's actually your fifth draft, and you thought, do I really need to do another read through? Well, since you printed it out, I'm guessing your brain is telling you, yes, you do. Jenna says, got some planning done for next week, along with some meditation. Nice, lovely, doing that self-care. Yes. You need to get the new tapestry up soon, though. Ooh, new tapestry. Yes. Becca got through another couple of chapters. Excellent. Paget says, this was last night, and then you changed to second, third, fourth sentences of the book. So yeah, you guess so. Does it ever end? She asks herself yet again. At some point, it does. At some point, when you send it off to the printers to be published, yes. But even then, like now with the digital, you can make adjustments type things. But, so maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Rita says, maybe I should keep track of my words written in a sprint. Excellent idea. Now you can type up those pages and see how the scene changes. Yes. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go back to the type of, where is it? The tracker that I had with, I think here it is. Yeah, the tracker that I had with camp this year. I've really enjoyed using that. So I had, this was the first page of my chaotic. So I had the date, a column for the date, column for the number of sprints. I was highlighting and trying to keep track of ones that I did at least 25 minutes of. That's what the purple is. Then which project it was on. I think on this page, the only thing I didn't do in the single project was the very first one. So that column actually kind of became superfluous. But I did on other pages keep track of other things that I was working on. So, but yeah, so words in the sprint, the day, total words for the day, running total, and then the monthly total. Because this was, yeah. So I recommend some sort of spreadsheet-esque tracker thing. Because I, for the life of me, cannot ever remember to just keep the Nano page open to like constantly do updates there. So I tend to either do several days at once, which is not exactly the best way to do it. But now that you can retroactively backdate things, then yes. But yeah, so I do tend to keep a paper total of things. And I mean, I have for quite a few, often like regular days when it's not a Nano event, I will do the sticky note thing. But yeah, it goes better in an actual like tracker. Diet is setting up and got 235 words of journaling. Excellent. Good. Meditation. Awesome. The thing is, you know it's amazing and you never make time to do so. Never. I wish I had learned to meditate as a child, or learned what worked for different versions of meditating as a child, because it was never a thing when I was growing up. That was not something that like people around me did or talked about. And I wish it was something that was more normal. It was, yeah. Anyway. But yeah, I have the same problem. I never make time for it, even though I wish I would. Jenna says to Paget, I learned if I don't make at least 15 minutes out of your day to do it, you are a frazzled mess. Padgett says, yay, saving and closing one document is so satisfying. You can literally see the progress as you X out. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Cat scrolled TikTok. Excellent. It's research material. Social media marketing research. Padgett says, I should really do it too, as you are usually a frazzled mess. Maybe it doesn't have to be this way. Maybe. Padgett says, anytime I have meditated, I have come out of it calmer and feeling clean and okay. Jenna says, every little bit helps. Yeah. Lol. Jenna says, you've got this, Hardy Tarita. Yes. Yes, you do. Persephone says, fleshing out an idea that might be a nano idea, scratches chin in a dastardly fashion. Is this dastardly enough? The smirky smirk? I don't know. Julia, hello. How many sprints do we have left? We have another hour officially of time, but I think we're going to go for a bonus sprint as well today. So we'll probably end around 3:30, which means, hang on, let me bop. All right. Okay, so I have bopped that robotic entity. Thank you, Laura, for also helping. And we will be turning on subscriber mode then, because if the bots have found us once, they will find us again. So if you are not subscribed and you would like to freely chat, make sure that you are subscribed for about 5 minutes, because I will be turning on the sub mode when we get to the next sprinty sprint. Rita loves editing and revising. Okay, so then you should not have a problem with Nano After Effects. Cool Gamer says hi. Hello. Julia says hi to Cool Gamer. Dice says, do you, Rita? How? How do you love? I mean, making it better is satisfying, but the process of it can be nerve-wracking for a lot of us. Patch says, I agree. First Nano, you updated the word count after every sprint, and it was a mess and not very good. Second, you updated it every few days and finished early, and the book was better for it. Yeah. That's so true. You're going to super outline to try and make things as easy as possible to write a cleaner draft, or a clean draft. Cleaner anyway, exactly. I mean, first drafts are never, ever like clean unless you're a robot. And even then, it's weird for you. The story and the plot evolves, and then you can make it so much clearer. Gotcha. Yes. You wish you could get some of that clarity. Editing does not go well for me usually. Yeah. I have to like turn it on, like brain-wise, turn it on and off, because if I'm trying to do editing while if I don't like sort of make that mental, like I will clean this up later, I will just spend time revising the same sentence on the page like 5 times. And then it's just like, I don't make any progress. Anyway, you think editing can get tedious if that is all you're doing. If you work on images or outlining for the next book, etc., something else in between editing each chapter, then it doesn't make you want to die. That's a good way to do it, but yes. But like straight through editing 28 chapters, you get so cranky and so mad it passed me. Yes. Oh my gosh, you are right. You have to teach baby to meditate. That you will do, and then you will do it as well. Yes. Yeah, exactly. If you make it like family effort, then yes, that would be fun too. You always feel like I don't have time for it, but it's so great. Big on butts. Exactly. Exactly. Charlie made thumbnails for next month's streams. Excellent. I should also do that. Charlie said that, and then Laura says, I took a bath during the lunch break. You smell so much better. Oh, good. And Laura, we're actually going to use one of your timers. Yay! We're going to use Laura's new 30-minute jack-o'-lantern timer because it's perfect. It's perfect. Also, second sprint is the self-promo sprint. So if you have something you want to promote, meaning you're writing adjacent things, your website, your social medias, your Amazon author page, your YouTube, Twitch, Etsy store, etc., etc., make sure that you promote yourself. Just remember that if you do not have a blue wrench of power, you will not be able to post direct links. You can get around that by spelling out the dot in .com and putting in some extra spaces there. All right, those are your self-promo reminders. Now for your regular. 1, save your document. I have followed my advice. 2, sip your drink. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30-minute timer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that was sprint number 2, the self-promo sprint. So if you have something you want to promote, now's the time to do it. Make sure that you are subscribed for 5 minutes before you can chat freely, because robotic entities have invaded yet again. So yeah. Anyway, I continued to do a little bit of work, got a little sort of like brain distracted type thing. So I went ahead and I set up, since we were talking about it last chat session, I went ahead and I set up a October word tracker in my bullet journal. So I have my ghosties on the calendar, and then I have the word tracker. That's as far as I've gotten for October. I have not done anything else yet, but I have at least that. So I am somewhat set up. Plus I have my pre-made planner that I also use. So I think between those two, I'll be fine. But yeah. So I have not set up next week, because I usually do that on Sundays. Have I set up next week? No. Okay. Just my brain was like, no, I have not. That's one of my Sunday sprints. So yeah. Anyway, don't forget to do your self promo. My promo is in the description. I have several playlists for timers that I have made, as well as a link to the tarot journal that I made. And yeah, all that kind of fun stuff. Oh no. Yeah, YouTube does randomly like unsub people, which is weird. I don't know why it happens, how it happens. But yeah, if you have not heard from some of your channel friends lately, or haven't seen them, maybe look them up, see if you're still subscribed and notified, bell, whatever, all the things. But anyway, so here's the link to Kat's October Tarot Prompt for 22. This list is the 3rd year that you've done it. So yes, excellent. So there's the link to that video. Also, here's Kat's link tree, because sometimes you do things. Cat Leo writing. Yay. Jen says, hey there, I'm in time for self-promo. You can find a link tree with all of Jen Writes Romance's info under your YouTube bio, which is under the same name. And Jenna the Soul Writer says, my pre-Preptober vlog comes out on Sunday. So there's the link for that. Excellent. Thank you. Jenna says, otherwise, keep track of your Soul Writer, books included, at jennathesoulwriter.com. And here's the link tree as well. Charlie says, join me today for the first use of the Oracle deck that Charlie made on stream with sprints, chaos, and chat. It's going to be so exciting. Yes. Yes, yes. JL says, Coffee Crate Connect, or under Coffee Crate Connect. Hello, everyone. How are you? You haven't been able to do much writing as you had major flood in your home. You're staying in an Airbnb for a couple of weeks while the house gets renovated. I hate that this happened for you. I am glad that you are okay, but that sucks big time about the house. I'm glad you have a place to stay while the house gets renovated. So hopefully the renovation will go well and go quickly. And hopefully you'll be able to recover things like photos and precious family mementos type things. Hopefully you'll be able to save most, if not all, of those. Crossing my fingers. That was one of the things that when my grandparents' house flooded, and then when in the same hurricane, not this one, but the same, I think it was Irma, the same one my cousin, I don't know how many times removed, either first or second. I'm not, maybe it's second or third. I don't know. I don't really remember the removed parts. Either way. so they lost like all of their photo albums and stuff. So yeah. So mom has been finding some photos of the family, going through grandma and grandpa's stuff and going through great aunt Norma's stuff. So whenever she's finding stuff that belongs to them, she's like, do you want me to send you these? And my cousin's like, yes, please. So yeah, hopefully you'll be able to find everything. Hopefully everything was safe and dry. But yeah, that sucks. Jen says, oh no, I'm so sorry, but glad you're okay. And the other thing is that with photos being more digital now, hopefully you can recover some of those that way. So glad you are somewhere dry and safe. Yes. Jen says, this weather stuff is so scary to me. I don't deal with it. Yeah. Bonnie being Bonnie, hello. You're going to be in lurk mode. It's been a long day already, just opening things up. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday to you as well. And our Becky. Cat Leo says, guys, I finally got my printer to work. Yay! That is exciting. So you can print all the things now. I'm kind of waiting for mine to run out of ink because I'm going to have to order new cartridges at some point. I know I probably shouldn't be talking about it otherwise. Otherwise, because it's probably going to go dead the next time I want to print something. But yeah, I'm glad you got yours to work. Becca says, finished going through another chapter and a half. Excellent. Yay. Wonderful. Jen says, smiley face. Charlie scheduled all of the streams for the next month. Yay, being proactive and ready to go. That's fantastic. Jen says, just started the day for myself as well. The joys of working from home. Sometimes a girl needs a nap. Sometimes, yes. Rita says that was a great sprint, but you need to run and help back 400 cabbage rolls for the community fall supper for Sunday. You'll be back to writing afterwards. Can't miss Jenna's sprint. Yes. Julia says, have to turn in my edits to my publisher today. You're on chapter 20 of 25, and editing is excruciating. It's one of the most draining tasks for Jen as well. It's okay to take a nap when you finish, Julia, says Jen. Yes. And Jenna says, the tapestry is up. We have a new tapestry. Nice. Julia says, I am a pro napper. Yay. Excellent. Yay. Okay, let's do another sprint. And I saw that Laura had another 25-minute timer, spooky season themed. So we're going to do that one. Here we go. Okay. 1, save your document, as always. Save, save. 2, make sure you have a sip of whatever it is you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that was sprint number 3, I think. How was it? How was it? Okay. The internet did blip for me once during that sprint, so make sure you are saving your documents and all the progress that you are making. I got another like 187 in one document, and then about another 180 in another one. So apparently 180 is like where my brain is wanting to pause today. It's okay. I just like, I wish it was a little higher, but it is what it is. I'll take progress. I will take it. Sigh. Anyway. Yeah. So that is where we are. Yeah. Anyway. Tum. Yeah. Okay. Brain. Let's see. I did set up my October, my dry erase calendar for October. Lots of birthdays. Plenty of events. There is going to be a Sunday where I will not be able to have a sprint on the 16th of the month. I'm going to Bestie's baby's baptism and memorial for her father. So that's going to be on the 16th. I'll remind y'all when it's closer to time. But yeah, so the mid-month there will be a lack of a Sunday show. So yeah. So there is that. Just thought maybe I would mention that ahead of time. But anyway, Pat just says, got through chapter 3 of editing draft 5. It definitely needed this read through. Jenna, the Soul Writer, is getting the typical end of month admin things done. Yes. Persephone says, doing some research on aforementioned potential nano idea. Excellent. Julia says, I'm still in chapter 20 because you were apparently outside of your mind when you wrote this chapter. Nice. Becca says, going slower than I like, but I am going through the newly written chapters. Right. Yeah. So you have that chunk of things that require a little bit closer eye. So you're hoping it'll speed up once you get to the chapters that don't need as much work. Crossing fingers. Yes. So yes to Julia and Jen. Crossing T's and dotting I's makes you go cross-eyed. Mini naps are totally fine too. Gotcha. Okay, it is 3:15, so I understand if you have to go because normally these do end at 3, and it's Friday, so Michael normally starts at 3:15, which we're about now. So if you have to go, feel free. I will not be offended. But I am going to get one more sprint in for me. I think it'll just be probably just be a 15, so like a cool down sprint. I'm going to use another one of Laura's timers and scroll it down. But yeah. So there is that. Yes, I'm rooting for Becca. Becca needs one more sprint. Yes. So we'll do one more cool down sprint, a 15-minute shorter sprinty. Sprinty sprint. Another one of Laura's new timers. This one's the 30-minute that I have scrolled down to a 15. So yay for more sprints. Jen got 689 and needs so many more. Yes. Yes, indeed. Okay. So let's go ahead and pop back into sprint mode. 1, save your document and any progress that you have made. 2, make sure you have a sip of whatever it is you're hydrating with. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go, 15 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, that was our fourth sprint, our bonus sprint. Pretty good. I did get some more work done, a little bit of editing that time. I think more than 180, but probably not a huge amount. So somewhere in the 200s. But yeah, so that was sprinty sprints. Okay, don't forget to save. Let me save before I do anything else. Okay. Brain. Okay, so I think Michael should be streaming at the moment. Okay, let me pop this up and see who is open and live. Okay, HK's got the 24/7 up. Is Michael on today? See the gym. Yes, they're live. Why is this not showing up as being? Okay, anyway, we will copy link address and paste. Here is Michael's currently going on. Here is Devin's playlist for fun other sprinty sprints. Why are you so shaky all of a sudden? Okay. Where is? Okay, here's Charlie's channel. Copy link address. Paste. Here's Charlie's channel, and don't forget that today we will see the Oracle deck that Charlie made, and have our first drawing from that. It's going to be so cool. Okay, yes. So there is that. Don't forget to save all of your work. Make sure you are taking breaks when you need them. Make sure you are drinking enough to stay hydrated. Snacks when you're hungry, etc., etc. Make sure that if you are intending to do Preptober, that starts tomorrow. So yeah, start thinking about whether or not you're going to do nano and how much you have to prepare for that. So up to you though. All right, I will see y'all soon, and make sure that you save. Again, save. All right, bye y'all.